Welcome to the official esports event of the 30th Southeast Asian Games. Of course, we're bringing you another round of thrilling Tekken 7 matches. So without further ado, please give it up for Andreij, Hosea, Albar from the Philippines. Good sportsmanship. Thank you, athletes. We now get started as we bring you another round of Tekken 7.
Welcome back to SEA Games 2019, everyone. It's been a long day of Tekken 7, and we are down to 3 players right here. Esports event. My name is Porcon, and I am joined by
Hot Spice. We could do this all day, but all good things have to come to an end. And now we are down to the top 3. And sad to say, we will have a Philippines versus Philippines match. We're gonna see Albar versus Lavarez to see who will punch in their ticket to face against Thailand in the grand finals.
Yes, only one of them will get that chance, and the other one will have to step out of the competition in 3rd place, of course, with that bronze medal finish. So, of course, now we're going to be setting up on stage. It's always heartbreaking when it comes to having to face your own teammate, and in this case, your own countryman in competition.
Yes, but that poses a really interesting question between these two players, because these two have been training relentlessly with each other. So how do you train against, how do you fight against someone you've trained with if he knows all your secrets, all your tendencies, all your habits?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna push them to their limits, because they're gonna have to break through what they currently have in their arsenal. They have to show something new in order to get the edge over the other player. And while I mentioned earlier that this is a heart-picking situation, you just saw some pretty big smiles on these two players.
For sure, they know that these guys are brothers. They are brothers in arms, and they I bet it would be an honor for them to go down fighting with each other. No, I'm sorry, I love you, but I gotta go to the grand finals. So let's see who is hungrier and who will take it. This in the Philippines, I believe this is Tale as Old as Time. We always see these two in grand finals in the Philippines local scene, and now we're gonna see it displayed here in the 30th SEA Games.
Yes, it's been replayed so many times in different stages, different locations, and now we get to face off once again. We're going into the picks right now between these two players, and earlier on, Albar showed us a plethora of characters. He brought out martial law, Lily, Lars as well. Meanwhile, Lavarez has been throwing out Shiki and Akuma, so to great effect earlier on. So let's see. It seems that Lavarez has already locked in his Akuma pick.
Can I just say also that Ampamorn actually has wins over both these players. So I'm pretty sure both these players want to take revenge or vindicate their loss.
Yes, that's true. They want to get the so-called run back on Ampamorn of Thailand, who is currently waiting in the grand finals with a massive twice to beat advantage.
So we're gonna see, oh wow, a martial law pick. Again, this was Albar's go-to character when it comes to bar characters, and we've seen Lavarez use this very deadly
round 1.
Yeah, that's true. So here we go, round 1. This martial law, let's see how effective it is. Unfortunately, already put a stop to it by Lavarez right here with a very well-placed focus attack. Now just continuing to pressure Albar, and gets a counter hit as well.
Huge counter hit here from Lavarez, and now really dictating the pace, and Albar really needs to make something happen if he wants to stay alive in this round. down, trying to go for the hammer of the gods there. Alvarez's defense was not letting up. Bicycle kicks did continue on to the third hit though.
Yes, Alvarez doesn't have to really respond to those hammer of the gods because he does have a massive life advantage. Even though he's being locked in by those slash kicks. As well, a little bit too far. Very well placed by Alvarez at tip range.
Yeah, he's got to be worried about how unpredictable he can be with those pistol squats. Wow, junkyard from Albar and finds the bicycle kicks and going to collect a huge chunk of damage here, but not potentially round ending though.
Yeah, but with 10 seconds left on the clock goes for the Raging Demon. Good jump from Albar, but catches him in the rear with that 1-2 in the first round for Alvarez.
Starts to ask, did he use the demons to actually just close out the distance?
That's almost the case, right? But then again, it's still a pretty risky bet right
For
there.
sure. Because you can jump that. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, the demon can only be nullified if you jump.
Yeah, it does not hit in the air. So as long as you start inputting that jump, it will be read as it won't read the Raging Demon.
True. Wow, nice job from Alvarez collecting a huge combo and the round as well.
Very fast 2 rounds for Alvarez right there. Albar, how is he going to be able to respond right here? Backs away, locks him down with slash kicks, and goes for a very quick low punch.
And now Alvarez really just cementing his lead in this match. But Albar not going down without a fight, trying to find those safe pokes and hits him out of the focus attack there.
Rising 3 demon flips are coming in. Alvarez not quite planting any sort of seeds on the mix-ups right here, but there gets clipped by the bicycle kicks. No continuation from Albar.
And he does have range and 1 meter to spend. Nice block on the junkyard. Okay, this high-low offense again, but watch out.
Unfortunately, drops the combo. Did not get the back one right there. If you're delayed by just a split second after your cancel, it will be blocked, and it could be dangerous for your situation.
Nice slide there to switch things up, and Albar, oh wow, getting punished with a wild rising launch there, and now Alvarez really making sure he pays for that.
Yeah, perfect punish right there from Alvarez, knowing the full distance of the standing 2 of Akuma, one of his best tools to confirm a fireball. Beautiful jump back.
See that? He is able to negate the slide with a jump back. We are playing a 2D game here, ladies and gentlemen. Excellent option there from Alvarez, and collecting himself that third round with a dragon punch.
Interesting choice indeed. We don't see that often, and we're not even sure if that's planned, but it did
He
look
looks like it's part of the plan, but again, Alvarez does have a stone cold face when he's up there in high level competition. So now the question is on Doujin's mind. Who is he going to use? And he's locking in with a panda. We're seeing a panda here at the 30th SEA Games.
Yeah, that's right. This is our first panda of the day, our first bear character of the day, and yes, Tekken 7 does have bears in its roster. They're very damaging, and they also have massive size, which might prove troublesome considering that we're going to the Dragon's Nest, a very small stage, so the wall is going to be playing a huge part of this one.
For sure, and for you guys that really want to know your bear matchups, you have to know which combos work, because these bear characters have different hurtbox properties compared to normal human characters, if you will.
Yeah, if you're careless, you might end up on the other side and put yourself in a corner of a situation. Now here go Alvarez putting Albar right now. It's in the corner right here, but Albar is not quite panicking.
Oh wow, the Tatsus does put Albar back in the corner, but Albar is still trying to exert his dominance to the center of the stage. Wow, nice intro from Alvarez.
And a quick bear claw on the foot right there, swipes away Alvarez off of his feet, and Albar gets that first round.
Okay, headbutt to march him down, and look at that. Focus attacks are coming out, and Albar really getting the real estate advantage here, just swiping at the legs of Akuma.
Is that the weakness of Akuma right there? His heels aren't protected. There's just sandals right there.
Yeah, Achilles heel, if you would. Yeah, Akuma heel.
Akuma's heel.
Yes. And look at that. Just Alvarez is not wasting any time, evening things out in terms of life, and still just swiping away at the feet of Akuma.
Yeah, just keeping those low pokes going, making sure that it gets planted into his mind, that he starts ducking. Right. That's where the mix-ups comes in. However, look at this. Alvar, one low too many, and Alvarez was ready for the low parry.
He uses the meter and puts him in the corner here. The Tatsu was not enough, and about to be less than 15 seconds, and the Dragon uppercut once again to secure that round.
Walks right into that 2 into the Tatsu, and now it's 1 round apiece between these two players. Beautiful 1-2 from Laveres, knocks away Albar, trying to go for the focus attack, and Albar with a whip on it.
The bear pistons over there, launching Laveres and putting him in the corner of Dragon's Nest. Nice blocks from Albar, and Laveres is really close to getting rage. Again, tries to swipe at the demon that is a coup.
Yes, and he still keeps using that focus attack, and it lands this time around. He has a shot into the wall bounce. He's gonna get a good combo right here, all the way to the other wall once again. And there's the raging demon. Considering the amount of life left for Laveres,
It is indeed Poru, and Laveres is really coming to his own with this demon that is Akuma. And now you know what happens when it starts raining Dragon Mist. Someone is a potential match point in ending this match.
Yeah, that's true. That's Laveres right there. 1 round away from taking this match. Albar, however, puts him into the corner, gets the wall slap, able to convert as well to the other end of the corner.
Oh, wow, swipes at him. You know what Laveres can do when he's in rage. Excellent conversion here, but no, the bear body properties were probably not his favor, and Albar capitalized on that drop combo.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about for large characters, like especially for the bears, for a very strange hurt boxes. You really have to be careful on how you set up your wall.
Definitely, and now it's still swiping at the legs, headbutting him to the corner, trying to swipe at him, get the wall flat, and he finds a low parry. Laveres not looking too hot in this round, and Albar able to gain a match.
A quick down forward 4. That was a very fast round as well. Just landing so many hits on Albar's side, and Laveres, that Akuma was completely stuffed out. He did not have a single opportunity to start.
True, but he did gain 2 rounds, so we're going to see if Laveres is going to still stick with Akuma or go with the Shaheen. I love how Laveres is actually using Akuma in some of these matchups. He actually uses Akuma to his meta. He's playing him like a glass cannon. If that cannon breaks, oh, here's my bigger gun. That is Shaheen.
Yes, and it's made out of metal this time, so it's not gonna break that easily. I know how to use this weapon, and I can use it effectively against you. And let's see if that's gonna be the case against Albar's Panda.
Yeah, again, seeing a Panda in the 30th C game is so surreal. It's really awesome that all these characters are being represented in such a grand stage as the 30th C game.
In the game, the Bears are their stories are a bit comedic, and a lot of people find them, very more on an entertaining, basically. But they are quite viable. They have the damage, they have the range, and their peculiar posture as well can be a threat when it comes to going for lows.
That's true, but Laveres is taking this Panda very seriously because the potential of damage is racking up, and now Laveres is in red. Oh, nice dog from Albar, and Albar gains the lead in this match.
Yes, absorbs the hit, but unfortunately it is not high, which means the hunting bear stance will go right under it. Now here we go, Albar with an early combo in this round. Not quite gonna reach the wall, but there's a slide from the Bears, which is inside.
Now the wall is to their side, and let's see how any of them are gonna capitalize on this. Nice hornet there from Laveres, probably evening things out in terms of life now is Albar.
38 seconds left on the clock. Goes for the headbutt. This time around, Laveres is starting to duck, and there's a beautiful whip punish from Albar. He's going to be able to carry it all the way to the wall. Yes, there's no need. One mid-bear claw, and he takes the round.
Just one mistake, and Albar was all over him like beets and honey. It was insane stuff. Not a bear part, ladies and gentlemen, but yeah, Albar is really on point with his whip punishment. Again, Laveres has to be worried about these uppercuts he's trying to fish out.
Yes, but this time around, he did not need it quite yet. He ducked underneath that high and gets a nice combo. Albar is in the red. Good throw break. He's still awake, not being very careless despite the 2-round lead that he currently possesses. Now Laveres is backing away, waiting for Albar to approach him. He wants him to make the mistake right here.
But he's not letting up. Nice scorpion tail there, that silent facial, that low. Very annoying poke of Jimmy's that Laveres was able to utilize to its full potential.
Now with Albar using that bear headbutt right there just to close the gap for it, and of course going to hunt the bear stance just for the mix-up. 4, 2, 3, beautiful punish from Albar this time around. What's going to happen? Laveres is backing away.
Slowly but surely, Albar is trying to dissect the defense of Laveres, and look at that, the headbutt puts Laveres in the red. Again, tries to swipe. Oh, no wall there for him to bounce off of. And look at this. Lavarez is still on the hunt to kill this Panda.
Yeah, he's slowly but surely closing the gap, but Albar is piling on the damage. The trade is not in Lavarez's favor. He did not have enough life to survive that, and Albar takes the third game.
I like the idea that Lavarez was trying to go for, but he didn't have enough resources for him to be able to pull off that rage drive because it did connect, but his life was just too deficient, and now it is 2-1 in favor of Albar. And I'm sure that Hepagorn is watching in the stands very closely to scope out the competition.
That's for sure the case right now. He is sitting pretty at grand finals with a twice-to-beat advantage. And look at this. Lavarez, despite only having one more chance, if Albar wins this, he moves on and Lavarez falls off. Lavarez decides to stick with Akuma. Very interesting choice right here. No, with Shaheen,
yes,
I mean. Yeah.
With Shaheen, his Akuma is still in his back pocket. He tried using that, but he's going with his comfort pick and now going with his comfort stage. I believe this stage should be called Lavarez's stage.
You could. Or Shaheen
estate, or whoever characters he's using. Because look, I'm pretty sure the first thing he's going to do is sidestep right. Oh no, all of the sidestep tries to move towards it, but now look at this. Albar has a little bit of the advantage now as he marches Lavarez down to this corner of the wall.
If you were up against AK, you would have fallen for it.
I would have. He mixed me up. And now look at this, Albar with the bum butt of the Panda. And now look at that. For introducing himself to the second tatami wall, Boru.
He's the one taking advantage of the stage that Lavarez himself picked. But now Lavarez responds with an Altair. The sidewall saves Albar, however. He has his back over the wall and a quick bear claw takes him down. Albar gets one round.
Again, this is the loser bracket finals, ladies and gentlemen. Tournament life is on the line for both these players. And Lavarez is in the back of it here. He needs to make something happen. And Albar was able to find a launch out of it.
Yes, quick uppercut right there, putting Lavarez in the corner. The hunting bear stands a little bit threatening. Back turned against the wall, no big combo, but still Lavarez with a nice damage right there. Now Albar has to fight his way out.
He does, and Lavarez giving him that breathing room, but he's trying to position himself to the back of this tatami wall. He's trying to look for that break. He wants to extend the combo and show everyone the Sakuras here.
Yeah, that's true. It's very pretty this time of the year. Down forwards, it doesn't quite connect. And there, left cannon doesn't pull the trigger, however. 20 seconds left. An Altair from Lavarez, but the sidewalls once again protects Albar. Goes for the rage drive. 15 seconds left on the clock. He's backing away now. Oh my god, almost a trade.
And look at this. Lavarez does have rages. He's going to use it. No, with a generic down one for him to close out that round. Again, a nail biter. Again, both of these players want to punch in the ticket just for them to get to the grand finals.
Well, speaking of punching in the ticket, the Altair just lands for Lavarez right here, carrying all the way to the wall. A little bit too short for that double scorpion tail.
Yeah, and now the slides are coming out, and the lows. Albar really has to worry about all these lows racking up, but the Bear Twin Pistons launcher gets that situation out of there. And now look at this. The real estate advantage is with Lavarez.
Yes, that's for sure. And with those quick hits, takes down Albar. And now he's one round away from evening out the set count, the match count right here in this set. Headbutts once again, down back to Lavarez in the corner.
Yep, and Albar really likes this type of fight here. Pulling Lavarez to this corner, but wow, gets the tatami wall break, and Lavarez wants the balcony break. It's right there. Oh, look at that, one more, and he gets it.
We're down to the Sakuras right here. Skateboard on that Panda right there. 36 seconds left on the clock. Sid picks us. Altair comes in. Albar with a punish. Down forward one. 30 seconds left. And the rage drive connects for Lavarez. Can he make the finish, however? He can reach the wall for sure. And there it is.
The wall was able to close out that round. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are at 2-2. Just as he predicted it, he wanted to give us a tour of Howard Estate, and we saw the Sakuras.
Yes, and it seems that Albar has had enough of that place. We're going into a bit more of a plain cage stage right here. It's the geometric plane, a very simple box-type stage, and with grid lines along the way so that you can see exactly where you are.
But yes, Albar still sticking with the Panda. He did pose a threat to Lavarez's Shaheen, so I'm agreeing with this pick. The stage as well, because you saw how Lavarez is a king when it comes to conversions.
Yes, that's for sure. So let's see what's going going to happen this time. It's the final match between these two players. The loser goes home with the bronze, and the winner will be facing off the winner's side champion right here.
You see the range on that DF2, that eagle uppercut of Lava is catching the Panda. And nice conversion from that block Sandstorm.
Oh, now rolls out of the way, but Laveres has his back towards the wall. He's trying to wiggle out of that situation. Albar is closing in, however, beautiful double scorpion.
Yup, and nice throw escape there from Albar. Albar is in the red. He does have access to that rage drive to get him some juicy damage and probably the round. Let's see what's going to happen here.
Ooh, too far for that bear twin business in Laveres with a long range punish. Very nice work. First round goes to him.
Yes, let's see how Albar will answer back. Oh, goes for the bear power crush. And now still at the center of the stage. Wow, again with that eagle uppercut, the range that Shaheen got this there. Putting into good use is Laveres.
Is he wearing some sort of a ring right there that makes him extend his range? Beautiful rising kick coming in from Laveres, able to reach the wall for sure. This big body of the bear, oh my goodness, able to survive, however. Double bear claw on the floor. 35 seconds left on the clock.
Still anyone's game, and Albar can turn the tide, but no, the silent vigil lands on the small hitbox that is those cute bear.
Yeah, that are actually a bit way back, but now Albar responds with with quick distance from the bear right here, able to carry to the wall, but the pressure is there.
Excellent scorpion tail there, double scorpions there to alleviate the pressure coming from Albar, and now Laveres is in the back foot figuratively because he is in the life deficit.
Yeah, Albar with his back a little bit pointing towards the wall, and Laveres keeping the pressure on so that he goes that way. Floats him out of the air, able to reach it. What's he going to go for this time around? Oh, tries for it again.
Tries to splat him, and Albar, realizing that Laveres is blinking red, poses that threat of the rage drive, and now they're just juking and jiving for some real estate advantage.
4-1+2, Laveres with a punish. Both players in the red right now. Who's going to use the rage drive? Hunting Bear stats are rage art, but no, Albar able to defend. Punishes with a rage art of his own, and that's going to be a round for Albar.
Yes, rage art for rage art, but Albar is not out of the woods yet. He needs to duplicate this round for us to go to the final round.
Yes, that's true. How do you say it when he has to do it 2 times? Duplicate?
No, not really sure. But look at this. Yes, Albar has a big mountain to climb, and look at that nice splat there, and slides for more damage.
And real estate advantage as well. Albar with his back towards the wall. Down back 2 comes in. Laveres, beautiful duck from Albar, but unable to get a punish.
Yes, and now Albar is blinking red. How is he going to make a comeback here while Laveres puts on the pressure? Excellent throw escape from Albar.
Oh, Hunting Bear stance once again goes for the mid this time around. Laveres is slowly but surely finding a way in. The slide, 2 in a row. One last chance here for Albar. Hunting Bear, double bear claw actually. 20 seconds. He gets the bear twin distance, however.
Goodness, if he plays his cards right, he can get this round up. But look at that. One more hit. No, the fall damage does it, and we are in the final round for him.
Very good choice from Albar right there. If he went for the rage art, it might have whiffed. Goes for the rage drive instead and gets the finish. Now last round for both of these players.
Still anyone's game. Nice dunk to the hot edge, and Laveres is marching down this Panda to this wall.
Here we go again. Goes for a simpler combo this time. Doesn't want to mess it up. Forward 2 off of the floor. Albar with a huge life deficit right here. Block on that slide.
Yeah, the slides are being punished. I think Albar has a read on those slides, and now it's Laveres' turn. Oh, the wild rising 2 was blocked. Oh no G-clef cannon there from Albar.
Bear headbutt 2-3 comes in. Blinding Sands, very big damage. Albar with a low bear claw. 20 seconds left on the clock. Another one. Both players are in the red right now. Silent rage jab. There's a cross jab. Another jab and a down forward one as well. Who gets a hit? And the Laveres with a quick low takes the win, and he moves on to face off in the grand finals.
Someone had to do it, and it had to be his teammate. Look at the mutual respect from both these players, and now it is Laveres who has to punch his ticket to gain some revenge on Hepamore for him 3-0.
Yes, a well-earned win right there for Laveres for sure. And now Doujin, very well played. Albar,
yes,
very well played for him. Exits the competition in a 3rd place finish and a bronze medal.
Yeah, so congratulations, much love. Please send it to Albar because he played his part out with his law, and he really represented Panda, and that could have gone any which way. It was a real big coin toss, but Laveres was really able to get out, and he was able to just secure himself that victory and the ticket to the grand final. So now, ladies and gentlemen, he is at the loser side of the group.
That's true. He's going to be facing off against Thailand's Empomore, who has the quite advantage. But for now, let's take a look once again at this one. That was a very beautiful combo right there. Gets a wall back on one side and recognizing that it's a circular stage, realigns the axis and gets a combo on the other side.
So this is when he made the switch to Shaheen, and we have over here at Abandoned Temple. This was really it didn't favor him so well, and now Lavarez having the advantage of stage pick went to Howard Estate, and this is where he really shined. But not right away, because Albar was able to get those wall breaks. But this was the one that prompted that victory and that victory.
Yeah, just keeping him alive in that match. Last hit on the wall right there. Very beautiful stuff. And down to the wire between these two players. And this Panda is the one that took down Akuma, so that's very interesting.
Yeah, so interesting stuff. Who knew the one thing that could exercise the demon was a Panda?
Well, you know what? Whenever I'm having bad days, really pandas really make me smile. So they kind of would work that way. For sure.
I mean, but they rack up a ton of damage, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see. And this was the final seconds of the battle here. Look at this. Just the tension was building as the clock winds down, and Albar having the guts, having the nerves of steel, still being able to march him down with these pokes. And I believe he built one silent Rigel, then a down four to do it.
No, not quite yet. There, and
right
there
there.
it is.
Down.
Almost like a whiff punish on that forward 1+2 bear hug.
Yeah.